summertime. That means football season can't be too far away. Hi, everyone. Welcome inside the one and only Camp Randall Stadium with the best experts in town on the Badgers, Mike Lucas and Andy Baggett. I'm Chris Hall for UWBadgers.com. We got 10 of these coming up throughout the rest of the summer, setting the table for what we're all going to be paying attention to once the team reconvenes and starts fall camp getting ready for 2016. Guys, this offensive line, injuries last year. The payoff, though, is the experience you get when you got to plug some holes. Is it as deep as everyone thinks it seems, and how can it help this team? Andy, start with you.
It was one of the great evolutionary elements of the team a year ago, watching this offensive line, watching the coaches try to figure out how you're going to put it together, how you're going to fill gaps that we haven't seen in a long time at the offensive line. It's always a strength. The fact that it took all season for this unit to finally figure out what it was about, the injuries, the lack of performance, that type of thing. They finally figured out what the deal was. They finally found the right combination, and to me, even though you're going to make changes going into this fall camp, Ryan Ramczyk being the new addition after transferring and sitting out a year, it's a strength. And I think that development is probably the biggest development for this team from the start of camp a year ago.
I would question, though, you used the word deep.
Yeah.
And by Wisconsin standards, this is not a deep offensive line,
Okay.
all right? It looked much different at the end of the season than it did at the start of the season, and there's a great deal of optimism and confidence and promise moving forward. But there are still some things that have to take place here in the evolution of this group. I did think they got better last year when they moved Bo Benchwall from right tackle to right guard, and the results proved it out in the way they were able to run the ball against Minnesota and Southern Cal. I think that was a significant tweak to the O-line per se. The next real question going into the camp will be Dan Volz. Do you reinstall Volz at center, or do you consider using Volz at guard?
The biggest offseason thing with regards to this offensive line was not Dan Volz's reputation as a player, but the attitude that he's brought into this. He looked at Michael Dieter and said, why should we make a change? Even though I played center, Michael Dieter's the better guy there. He's the one that brings continuity to this group, and I think that attitude is going to really be important for how this unit forms.
Dan Volz, October 24th when he got hurt. Hopefully he's back to full strength and can really kind of be that piece in the puzzle. That's one. We have 9 left. Camp is getting close. More coming on UWBadgers.com. For Mike and Andy, I'm Chris.